Oh, darn. Helps to actually push play. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright. The time has come, the time is now to get things started, and how? Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios, or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGuard01, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience, and to welcome everyone back to the world of Gyros. As the world loads in, I want to remind everybody, if you enjoy the content of the channel, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes, comments, and such, and subscribing if you haven't already done that. Hello, Leo. Thank you for posting the rules, my dude. Always appreciate you doing that. So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, today's session is going to be focused on the Grand Hobbit Mine, or rather, the crash pads that I wanted to make in the Grand Hobbit Mine. I need to make a bunch of them in the Deepslate Zone. And unfortunately, I'm running low on some of the materials I would need to do that. So, we're going to try to fix that. We are going to try to set up the farming we need to do. We're going to try to do the farming we need to do to get all the resources we need for the crash pads. I need iron. I need a little iron. Here, give me that iron block. I need iron because I need shears. I want to shear these beehives. I want to get the honeycomb out of there. I'm trying to make sure I gather up all the honeycomb I can, because that stuff is good for candles, and it's also good for other stuff. Mainly candles, though. Oh, and waxing copper. I also needed to be able to wax copper down the road. Better to have a big stockpile of this stuff now than have to go get a whole boatload of it later. Oh, there's the shears. Now, what I'm going to do is chop up a whole boatload of trees. Dark oak, spruce, birch. I need them all. So we're going to try and chop them all up, chop them down, and get as many saplings as we can to replant. But mainly, we just need the logs. Mainly, we're looking to get logs. What? Uh-oh. I think this might have turned into a thunderstorm. If not, then we've got stuff spawning out in the open. That's not good. Run over here. Okay, it's not a thunderstorm. It's just a matter of this place is close to somewhere that these guys are spawning, apparently. That is most unfortunate. Could be they're spawning up there in the cave up towards the top of the hill. But I don't know for sure. Another thing I want to do is go ahead and harvest my crops. I've been letting these crops build up for a while. I think it's time I actually harvested them. Oh! What? Okay, what the heck? That sounded like a phantom. Oh my gosh, that scared the everything out of me. Okay. It's clearly time to sleep. Oh. And I didn't realize we've been at this for almost we've been at it for 1,400 in-game days. That's crazy. We've been on the same world for that long. That is incredible. Wonder where the phantom went. I know that was a phantom that got us a little bit ago. Well, wherever it came from, whatever reason it had for showing up, it's gone now. Thank goodness. I kind of like the phantoms. They motivate you not to stay up and stay awake in-game constantly. They encourage you to actually set up a bed and sleep and everything. But at the same time, they are a pain in the butt. That's right, that grate's there because it's got the, whatchamacallit, it's got something. For some reason I can't come up with the word. Water! It's housing the water. Midna, why are you all the way over there? Go on over here. Good kitty. Now stay. I wonder how the Midnight Cat got all the way over there. That was kind of strange. Well, whatever pushed it over there. They're back where they belong now. Chop up all the leaves of all the trees that we cut down. Chopping up all the stinking trees, chopping up all these stinking trees, getting a bunch of freaking logs so we can do some building. Zom dee dum 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 ba dum ba boom ba da dum ba da boom ba dum ba dum boom. Da da dum dee dum ba da 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 dum ba da da dee da 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 da. Da 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 dum da 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 dee dum dum da da dee da da dum ba da da dum. Scoop all that up. Ah, jeez. My shoulder's a little itchy. Yeah, I think at some point we may have to recreate the greenhouse we had back in Winter Harbor. Because I think it'd be nice to have that and to put the bees in it with our crops. Of course, we would have to change up how we make the door open and close. Can't just be a plain wooden door. Can't be just a door with a pressure plate, because those are things that the bees could trigger and get out of the room, out of the greenhouse. And that's something we'd want. We want the bees to be able to stay put. So many freaking leaves on all these trees, man. Sometimes you wonder why these trees give off so many leaves. And I also end up wishing that I had some way to make use of these leaves. But I don't really use leaves for decoration most of the time. Like, once in a blue moon I will, but when I do, I usually stick to just using oak leaves. Maybe spruce ones. But not often. Not quite time to go to bed yet. That's a little irritating, but it is what it is. Dump this stuff in here for right now. There's still a lot more to put away, or chop down. Mm. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Mm. You ever swallow too much water in one go? I just did. Ow. Oh, that did not feel good. That did not feel good at all. Ouch. Mm. Okay, back to business. We're digging out the crash pads. Who knows? We might get ourselves some diamonds since we'll be down in the Deepslate. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Alright, let's do this. Bum ba-dum bum ba-da-dum. Ow. Hello, coconut. I don't have an SMP. This is still the world that I have been playing on. This is just, outside of my house. Alright, I need to put away this thing, because I think we've chopped... Oh, wait, no, I need to get dark oak. I just remembered that. I still need to get dark oak wood. I'm gonna need a lot of that. Uh-huh. Ooh, dropped a piece of iron. Thank you, stupid zombie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that tree alone. But I need to farm some dark oak. I am going to replant, to the best of my ability, the spruce trees that I just chopped down. Actually, put that back. Let me see if I can make something from this bamboo. Uh-oh. Going up. Chop all this up. Got him! Hello, sir. What do you have for sale today? Nothing I don't already have. Really? You really want to try that, dude? Dumb nama. Oy. How's everybody doing today? Those of you who are watching live. Everybody doing good? Hope so. What am I doing? Sorry, I went blank for just a split second there. Alright, I think we've got enough wood now. Just want to go replant the dark oak trees, and then we'll go get busy. Putting the wood to good use. Ouch. That hurt. Ooh, another log. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that was in my inventory. I saw the dark oaks, and then when I was closing that thing, I realized, wait a minute, are those in storage? Did I waste my time chopping those up? And no, I didn't. It was that I was seeing the wrong spot. Ouch! Oh, sorry. I had to take a second there to stretch. Oh, felt good though. I'm gonna bring down some extra dark oak because I know I'm gonna use a lot of that. More birch because same thing, and some extra oak. I'm also going to bring down some chests. Everything else should already be down in the underground, so let's go see what we can do. Let's go see what kind of trouble we get into. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go. Wait a minute. Anything in here? Nope. Anything in there? Aha! Some dark oak stairs and dark oak slabs. Need those. Whee! Alright, let's check every crash pad that we come to see if they've got the stuff we need to work with. Nope. Wait a minute. Give me those. 0 layer. Oh. Apparently I didn't need as many dark oak logs as I thought. And I already had some... Wow. Okay. Well, better to have more than I needed than to have less than I needed, right? Right. Alright, what's in here? Still more stuff. Okay. Well, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta refresh my water. Put the refill for my water a little closer to where I was streaming. Apparently I didn't. Not this time, anyway. Alright, so from here we need to go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. I think. That actually may not be accurate. Hang on. Hang on. Whoa! How big is the crash pad on the inside? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. It is 9 by 9. The iron is what I really want to save. Alright, let's see here. Something feels off about... Hey! Bye-bye! No wonder something feels off. This is a block too far over. That's better. Hey, Payton! Good to see you, my man. It's been a while. How you doing? You doing alright? Man, it has been a while since we've seen you in the chat, man. How are you? Why? Oh, that's why. It was like, why didn't it let me move? It wouldn't let me move because there was nowhere for me to move in that direction. There was a block in the way. That was insane. I am so glad I built in this area. I'm getting tons of iron just from mining. That's one crash pad nearly done. Hello, Dinos! Glad you could make it, my man. Glad you could make it. How you doing? You doing alright? I hope so. I just freaking realized I just used up all the spruce and I needed it. Dagnabbit! Going up. Maybe I didn't get rid of all of it. I am so confused. Sometimes I think I did something and turns out I didn't. Sometimes I think I have something and turns out I don't. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Oh, nothing to be sorry about, Dinos. What would you think you have to be sorry about? You're banned from the hive? Why? What happened? How'd you get banned from the hive? The anti-cheat thought you were cheating and turns out you weren't? Is that what you're saying? Oh. Huh. So it kept kicking you, thinking you were doing something wrong. Huh. Yeah, that ain't right. You would think they'd have a system in place to be sure that they're not kicking someone who's just in one of the mini games that happens to have a thing in it that makes it so that you move certain ways. Huh. That's a load of baloney. Do you remember which game it was that you were playing? Because it might be good for me to know so that if I ever go back there, I avoid that game. That way I don't risk getting banned myself. Block drop? Okay. Hello, Epic, and hello, Void. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you guys are returning, with names that I have not yet seen you use. It's not entirely uncommon that people do that, by the by. Drop in with a name that I haven't seen them use before. If that is the case, please be sure to let me know what I would remember you as. If you can. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with people bringing... Hey, don't start that now. Yes, indeed it is. Epic, it is indeed a long-term world. This is... Where I am right now is the mines of the third base that I've had on this world. Because when I feel like I can't do anything more with a base area, I vacate the premises and set out to find somewhere new. That I do, I do. God. Nope, no beacon yet. No wither fight, no end yet, so... You want me to show you a little bit of the world, Epic? I mean, I suppose I could. I can definitely show you this base area. Unfortunately, getting to the other bases would take a significant amount of time. Because right now, they're not all connected. And those that are connected, it takes a while to travel on any method from one to the other. Yeah, I'll gladly show you around this place. Just let me finish digging this out, and then let me dump this stuff away. And yeah, I'll gladly show you. A little base tour. I do these every now and again anyway, so it's nice to have a reason to do it. Zoom! So this is what I call the Grand Hobbit Mine, and you'll understand why it's a Grand Hobbit Mine before too long. Just go all the way up to the surface, all the way up to the top of the mine, and then out. No, you're correct, dinos. I do not have an elytra yet. No elytra because I have not gone to the end yet. Uh-oh. Yes, indeed, Epic. This is one with a happy ghast. Yeah, this world has been around for 5, maybe 6 months now. So, we've got a happy ghast. We've got a bunch of good stuff. Enderman, 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 Enderman! Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of that tree, because that's right in the middle of the view. Oh, shoot! Okay, I was not expecting that to happen. Yeah, the Lighthouse World, dinos, that was Port Regal. And unfortunately, it has been a while since we tried to do that one. But welcome to my current abode, the Hobbit Hole. I've got 2 other bases. One I called the Winter Harbor, and the other I dubbed Oasis, because it was in the desert. This one is just called the Hobbit Hole. I don't exactly have the another name for it, but yeah, this is my base right now. Like I said before, when I get tired of building in an area, or I feel like I can't do anything more in the area, I move on and I find somewhere else to build. And yep, that's my happy ghast right up there. The one with the sunny helmet and the little smile. Marshmallow, I call him. Mallow is... yeah, he's kind of slow when you try to fly on him, but you can use them as a platform to stand on when you're trying to build something up in the sky. So, he's helpful. Plus, you can leash a boat to him that's got a chest in it, and he'll carry that, and you'll be able to bring a whole bunch of stuff with you. Over here we got the animal pens, got my chickens. Trying to remember. It's Bunty. I'm trying to remember what these animals were all named. I remember most of them, though. It was, Bunty, Babs, and Ginger are the chickens. The Happy Gas is good for transporting a lot of items or a lot of mobs through the air if you need to. It's also good for flying across areas where you don't want to be on the ground. And then we got Cloud, we've got, I think this one we just called Wool. Oh, did you hear him? I love the little sounds they make. It's cool. We got Ruben and Techno. That one obviously is in honor of Technoblade. And then we got Betsy and Bert. And then we got my horse and my 2 skeleton horses. These guys showed up in a bit of a shock. My first ever, whatchamacallit, my first ever skeleton horse. My first time having a skeleton horse spawn in the world and then spawn in the 4 horsemen. Got my crops over here, along with some bees, keeping them pollinated. Friendly little cute dudes. Until you anger them somehow. Don't ever do that. If you've never worked with bees in Minecraft before, don't anger them. They will make you regret it. Ooh, I'm gonna need to start working on some more food at some point. I'm running out of food. Skeleton horses are extremely rare. So this is the foyer of the Hobbit Hole. Over here to the right, we've got the study. In here, we've got the library, where I'm going to have my enchanting room. I have lots of books that I'm going to try and type up to put in the study, so that if I wanted to just sit and chill on this world and read, I could. Thank you, dinos. And yes, I do have the Tears disc. Knocked a fireball back into an angry gas, and boom, got Tears. It's actually kind of a nice tune. Back here, I've got a dining room, suitable for 14. That's another reference to The Hobbit, where this base's inspiration comes from. In the back of the dining room, we've got our little bird sanctum, where I can sit and hang out with the birds. I'm not sure if I've heard that one before. Epic Creator? I'm gonna have to look for that. That's right, dinos. Yeah. Oh no, did I get him on my... Oh, dagnabbit. I accidentally picked up Sonic. Yeah, I named these parrots after video game characters. Well, most of them are named after video game characters. Dagnabbit, Sonic, you had to be difficult. This has gotta be the Sonic... It's gotta be Sonic from the Unleashed game. That's probably one of the hardest games to 100% in all of the 3D Sonics. Wait, can you crouch to get them off? I've never known that to be a thing. I may have to experiment with that later. But yeah, we got Mario and Luigi, we got Sonic, we got Mari, which is a reference to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, and of course we've got the one that is named for a game. We got Blue Jay. Over here we got a work-in-progress kitchen. I'm not done with this. I still want to do some more with this kitchen. But then if we go up here... Whoops. I better put my Tears disc away. I don't want to forget that and not put it away. I like to keep that stuff safe. Up these stairs is a hallway that leads to a second entrance to the Hobbit hole. Got a nice balcony out here to watch the crops and the bees. Look at the trees. And do gotta watch out for mobs hanging out up top. Oh, like that witch. Oh, that was scary. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing stuff like that, Epic. I have been thinking about doing stuff like that. And back here, we've got the guest room. This is not my bedroom. This is just where I'm sleeping for now until I get to the point that I'm ready to make my bedroom. It's got a wardrobe. It's got some storage up here, which has all the valuables I've been getting from the mine. Check this stuff out. This is everything that we have mined from the Grand Hobbit Mine, where you first dropped in, Epic. Alrighty, dinos. We'll see you when you come back. Yeah, it's a very cozy, very enjoyable Hobbit hole. And then up here, of course, is a storage room. I've got it all set up like this because I'm going to add copper chests with copper golems once they're introduced as part of the base game. Probably put one over here and one over here. And this way they'll be able to get up to all the chests and put away anything that I put in the copper chests. I'll try to pre-sort what goes where for them, though. That way they're putting stuff away where it's actually meant to go. They're not just shoving stuff in one place or another. But yeah, this is the Grand Hobbit Mine. Yeah, that's part of why I'm waiting until the copper golems come in, because those are going to be automatic storage units in and of themselves. Copper chest, you spawn in a copper golem with its copper chest, stuff all the items you want to have sorted into the copper chest, and the copper golem looks wherever that stuff can go, or is meant to go, and puts it away for you. So if you put certain items in one chest and other items in another chest, it'll know to put them into those bits as well. Well, Elias can definitely be good for picking up items, but not so sure how useful they can be for item sorting. Might be something worth looking into one day, though. But every one of these layers down here in the mine, under the 64 level that is, the one at Y level 64 is just like an entrance. But this one, the plan is to dig off to the right and off to the left. And of course we got, as you've seen, water vaders and chutes leading up and down through the layers. I spaced them out at 16 block intervals because that seemed to be the easiest way to make it so that we had a layer at every Y level of significance. Like here at Y level 16, you're supposed to be able to get the most iron if you go strip mining. Drop down here, and drop again. Y level negative 16 is supposed to be the best Y level to get gold if you're not in a mesa. If you're in a mesa biome, it's wherever you want to look. Oh, we also picked up some more stuff to go in the chest that I showed you earlier, or the barrel, I mean. The one that had all the valuables we've dug up from down here. I'm looking forward to being able to add all that stuff to the mix. Alright, so we've got doop, ba-doop, ba-doop, bum-bum. Lots to do, lots of building here. We've got lots to do when it comes to the building, and we're making rooms where we can do storage and lots of beds so we can sleep. Well, once we've got enough beds, that is. I've still got to get around to actually farming wool from the sheep. I keep forgetting to start on that. Yeah, I've got this idea where every one of these hub areas has a crash pad. Somewhere where you can come to drop off items for storage, or if it's nighttime and someone needs you to sleep, if you're playing multiplayer, you can jump in the bed or jump in a bed down here in one of these crash pads and boom. Good to go. Hello, Caesar! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Yeah, mesa biomes are indeed OP. I just saw that you said that, Epic. And I totally agree. They are insanely good for the gold. Especially if you don't want to do the zombie piglin farms. Or if you're not getting enough from mining in the nether. Which, unfortunately, that seems to be what happens to me a lot. Ba-dum-bum, 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 ba-dum-bum. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the Nether is probably the one place I really don't like going in the whole game, because everything there is pretty much actively hunting you. Blazes try to burn you on sight. Gas try to blow you up on sight. Piglins, unless you're wearing gold, are hostile at you on sight and will shoot you or hunt you down like a freaking hoglin. And of course, hoglins are absolutely hostile and territorial as well. Stupid overgrown pigs. And let's not forget, you can't put down water in the Nether, and lava spreads the way water does. Oh snap, oh snap. Okay, gotta go up to the surface, gotta go up to the hobbit hole. This is why I need to get a bed down here, because I don't have any beds down here. So when there's a thunderstorm, I have to immediately run to the surface. Ah! I don't want to imagine that. I have seen how devastating those things can be with their explosions. I've seen Hermitcraft Season 8. I think it was Season 8. Was it Season 8 where Grian and Scar tried to lure a charged creeper into Grian's magical menagerie? Because that was a crazy stressful moment for those guys. I mean, every time Scar decided to stop and wait for the charged creeper to catch up, I was like, dude, move your behind! It's gonna blow up! And when you know, it blew up right there in the menagerie. Oh yeah, if you ever need a charged creeper for something, we now have an easy way to do it, thanks to Copper giving us lightning rods. Really, up until the upcoming update, That's all that copper really gives us that's of any real use. Thank goodness we're getting the copper, the new copper stuff in whatever the next update's going to be, because that is going to make the game even crazier than it already is, which is a good thing. I like when Minecraft is crazy. There we go. Hello, Quicklish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pleased to meet ya. Glad you can make it to the stream. Welcome back, Dinos. Good to see you. And Owen. Hey, I didn't realize Owen showed up. Good to see you guys. Oh yeah, copper armor, it would be nice if there was even more you could do with it than just wear it and all. But the fact that copper is going to have so many new uses, dude, I say that in and of itself is incredibly awesome. People have been waiting for copper to actually be even more useful, and we're going to get it. I mean, copper golems, my dude. I wanted the copper golem when it was the original idea. Now, it's the revamped and even better idea. Also, thank you, Quicklish, for calling this an awesome stream. I hope you continue to enjoy it, my dude. I truly, truly do. I do. I do. I truly, truly do. Alright, I need to go back to the surface again, because I've got chests up there. And I need to put chests in this... in the crash pads. Oh yeah, I saw the shelves. I am looking forward to that. Thank you, Epic. Oh, it's going to be more than just a vertical slab, Dinos. You're going to be able to swap your entire hotbar with those things. Imagine you set some up. Like, imagine these are the shelves. You're going to be able to make it so that you can put different sets of equipment on the shelves, power them with redstone, and then, boop, okay, now I'm all geared up for the nether. Boop, up, back to the overworld. Up, going to the end. Boop! Okay, I'm all set. It's gonna be like that, and I'm looking forward to it. It was already a win update they were working on with the copper golem and copper armor and tools, but now we're going to have a better chance. We're going to have shelves, and they're gonna make it so we can swap our stuff like lightning fast. Hello, can you say win? Because that is a win of an update right there. I don't care who you are, that's a win. That is a win. Oh, shoot. Did it just take the... It took the wrong wood. Didn't it? It did, didn't it? Dagnabbit. This is why I was crafting these manually. Dagnabbit. Stinking game. Sometimes it does stuff like that, and it just makes me want to Ugh! Makes me want to hit something. Or punch something, or something. It's so frustrating when the game makes assumptions on what you're after. And it just jumps the gun and uses stuff that you don't want to use. Well, here's hoping I get to that point, Epic, where having a few hundred consistent viewers, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Yeah, that is true. Some stuff that's already in the game at this point, it's hard to you don't always realize all the uses it can have, but once you stop and think about it, you're like, oh my gosh, that is a thing. And it's crazy when that happens sometimes, because sometimes you're just looking at a situation like, now how am I going to do this? And then you stop and you realize, oh, I can use that. I'm going to put this stuff in here for the moment, because I got to break that other chest. And we're going to see if we can't get the items that are in here moved into here. There we go. Copper golems, allays, shelves, chiseled bookshelves. It's going to be awesome. I'm seeing you guys are putting out messages, but I'm not seeing any of them that have links in them. Because, yeah, YouTube does not like links in chats for some reason. Which, honestly, kind of understandable. Because some of that stuff can be potentially not good. They gotta take what precautions they can against anybody trying to send out malicious links. But I know none of you guys are trying to do anything like that. So, I wish your links would go through, but unfortunately, nothing I can do about it. Alright, dump these little bits in here real quick. And then pull out these blocks, because those are the blocks I need to be able to build with. Good grief. What is that one place there? That was not lined up to do that. Alrighty, dinos. Yeah, probably a good idea, because I'm not sure what you're asking me if I saw. Hey, welcome, Pig Plays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Not ready to do that yet. Breaking down the blocks. Breaking down the blocks. Open up some room so we can make a crash pad. Alright. Oh, jeez. Thinking. My friends, I'm afraid I am thinking. A dangerous pastime, I know. I still don't know how to continue that one. I'd love to sing little tunes that parody lyrics, but maintain the rhythm of songs that I love. But I really don't know how to do that with some songs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. I think. Is that how it's supposed to be? Yeah, it is. Dude, that word is not blocked. If you're trying to put that message out, that word out as part of a message that has a link, that's why. I've seen you do a couple of times say Discord. Nah! Whoa! Went to click on something on my machine and it didn't like me. One, two, three, 4. Yep, okay. I keep having to pause and double check to make sure that I've dug this out right. Because I'm trying to maintain a consistent shape for these crash pad rooms. And for anybody wondering why crash pad, because it's somewhere you can just come and just crash. It's like a mini bachelor pad almost. You just come in here, drop your stuff in the storage, and then you can just drop on the bed and just blah. I didn't know you were asking about the messages where you said Discord. I thought you were talking about messages where you sent links. I never saw any messages with links. That's what I was saying. I didn't know you were asking about messages where you just said Discord. A handful of those I saw, but anything that had a link, I don't think any of them went through. And no worries, dude. Playing Minecraft Survival with add-ons, Quicklish? I would, but I haven't got any add-ons so far as I know that are worth a darn. Most of them don't seem to have the kind of quality I would like. Like, there's one furniture thing that I had that I tried out on a world very briefly, and the furniture was just entities, not blocks like I would have hoped for. So I got a little disappointed, and I was like, you know what? Nah. And any others made it not feel right. The game didn't feel quite right after adding any other kinds that I had at the time. But I would like to do some different some different add-ons one day if I could. There's one add-on that that's been advertised recently as being on the marketplace that I would love to try out one day. RL Craft Bedrock Edition. I'm eager to see what someone's done with the concept of RL Craft. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a mod pack on Java that is, oh my gosh, crazy, insanely difficult. You got temperature to monitor, you got thirst to fill up, you got to level up certain stats in order to become able to use different kinds of tools and armor and such. And there's a ton of new mobs and things. New structures, tons of new mobs that'll be hunting you like crazy. Hello, Ozzy! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Alright, Dinos. See you later, my friend. Thank you, Epic. Thank you very, very much. Actions and stuff. I've seen that. I have not... I don't have it. Unfortunately, most add-ons I don't get because they cost. And I don't exactly have the situation to be able to afford them. But I'm working on that. Eventually, we'll be able to do those things. I would love to be able to do those things. Actions and stuff, RL Craft. That'd be nice. Yeah, I've seen it. I can definitely agree. It is very, very much comparable to the Fresh Animations deal. And I would love to fiddle around with it if I ever get the chance, the Actions and Stuff add-on. But we'll see. Maybe one of those things that just has to wait for a while yet. There we go. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna grab that, and that, and that. Pop that there. Bum 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 bum. Let's try to finish this up. Finish up this crash pad, and then may have to bring it to a close after that. I don't want to have to, but I may not have any choice. Oh, dagnabbit. Oh, whoa, whoa, what am I doing? Don't do that. Don't break those. Dagnabbit! Stop breaking the ones that you don't want to break. Yeesh. I kind of had a feeling that would be the case, that for texture packs it's got to be like a and total texture overhaul. That's kind of demanding, but at the same time, I guess they want to make sure that you're doing it fully original, which is quite crummy in some ways. Alright, just a little bit more, and then this crash pad will be done. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. Kinda... Yeah, that's kinda scummy that they had to take it down and do all textures. That's kinda nuts. Yeah, it is definitely an odd system. There is nothing truer than that right now. There is nothing truer than that. So if with this crash pad done, there'll only be one left to do before we are done building the mine. After that, it's just a matter of using it when we're ready to use it. Zump dum bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba da dum ba dum. There we go. Bum ba dee da dum ba da bum ba dum bum ba da da dum ba da dum bum. Arg! That is not what I was trying to do! There we go. Want to make sure I've got enough chests. And that is part of why I love using spruce wood, because you can get a ton of it from a single tree if you do the big ones. Alright. A few. I've had a couple of other worlds that have lasted for like 100 sessions. But admittedly, this one is probably the longest running world that I have had. Which, I'm actually quite proud of it for that. It's a really fun world so far. Winter Harbor was a pain in the neck to build, But I got it going, and I did it, and I enjoyed it. Oasis was a little less of a pain, but I did have to keep going back and forth between it and the Winter Harbor base. And then this one's been the easiest. I've only had to go to Oasis, which is the closest of my other bases on this world, one time. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back again at some point, because I need to get an allay to bring back with me to this area, but still. Well, that's easy. Remember how I said before that if I feel like I've done everything I can do at a base, I move on? That's the main way that I do it. That's the main way that that I've been getting myself to keep playing on Gyros. That's this world, by the way. Gyros is the first world where I've been trying to stick to smaller bases, really. Eventually, I want to do some mega base work, but for now, I'm just having fun doing smaller bases. And with the smaller bases, it's easier to decide, okay, here's the next project I want to do, or here's the next thing that I need to work towards being able to do, and I just keep working at that until I decide, okay, I've done everything I feel like I can do with this base comfortably. Let's move on and find the new area. And each time I've tried to do a different kind of area with a different kind of base. Like Winter Harbor, if you go back and look at the earlier streams on this world, you'll find it. Winter Harbor was a log cabin in a snowy region. It was supposed to be like a log cabin in a snowy region, and it was a pain in the neck to have to deal with all those stinking polar bears and such. But I built a stable, I built a greenhouse, I had my villager fort where I had all my trading going on, and then eventually I built a train station to connect it out to the desert. It's just a simple minecart railway. But once I had the minecart railway, I went out to Oasis, which I'd stumbled upon that desert while traveling through the Nether trying to look for some stuff. That is very much true, Owen. Snow piled up like crazy at Winter Harbor. Once I had Oasis, I started building there, and I was just like, let's keep building up this place too. Let's make this place as ready for other players to find as possible, with the idea being that eventually this world will probably get released to the public as something they can download and play on themselves. At which point they're gonna want a what the? They're gonna need a bunch of stuff. Are you telling me that the... Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to take down those two spruce trees, because that is a load of baloney! It broke my crop farm. I'm extremely bitter about that. Yeah, my plan is to do something like that one day when I can figure out how to make that kind of stuff work. Unfortunately, right now, I do not know how that kind of stuff works. But one day, I'll figure it out, and I'll be able to do that sort of thing. Go ahead and dump this stuff in here for now. We've still got one more crash pad to make down in the Deepslate Zone. But I want to get rid of those two spruce trees in front of the house before I finish up. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing stuff like that. Probably post worlds on there eventually. I'd like to try to reimagine what I was doing for some of my other worlds on this one. And that's going to happen eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when I can get myself to actually do it. Like, next time I do a base by the coast, I'm recreating my plan for Port Regal. or if I decide to build out over the sea, like if I decide I want to do a sky base over the sea, I'm going to reimagine what I did for my first streaming world, Gardrania, which that was a floating island. I'm pretty sure you can go back and see it on one of my older streams. I love playing Minecraft and trying to build up these bases with lots of different projects and resources and, where I can, stories to go with them. Admittedly, the story part has been a little harder to integrate lately, but that's just because I'm doing a different kind of thing right now. Lately, I've just been focusing on the build. I haven't been focusing as much on doing a story. But that will change. Before long, my focus will go back to being on making places that can have a story to them. Because that's what originally got me going on here, on the streaming stuff, and I want that to come back before too much longer. And it will. It will. I will say I can't wait for the stinking copper golems to become a thing in the base game rather than just being in the preview and the beta. Because, my gosh, I have a hard time remembering to do organized storage, and stinking redstone item sorters are a pain in the neck. Well, that makes sense to me, Epic. I do too. Building is incredibly fun. Building is extremely fun. I love to build. I think it's because I have always enjoyed building with Legos. I started early on the building kick with Legos. It's like that was my go-to way to entertain myself before I got into video games. And even once I was into video games, Legos were still my other main way to entertain myself. Still are, admittedly. I occasionally break out some of the old blocks and see if I can't make something out of them. I'm actually tempted to see if I can't build a Lego castle again at some point. I've got tons of different parts from different sets that I could probably use to style one up real good, but anyway. Might try to make a castle on this world too at some point. Make a small castle or kingdom or something. Oh. Yeah, redstone can be a pain in the neck to get good at. I've learned a couple of things about how it works, and I still struggle like crazy. But that's mainly because Bedrock Redstone and Java Redstone are very different, and what I was first learning was Java Redstone, which was kind of ironic since I didn't play Java at the time. I played Bedrock. It wasn't until a while later I realized, oh snap, that's a different version of the game, different rules. Oh no, I've been doing it. I've been trying to do stuff in the wrong version. Oh yeah, making redstone-based farms is tons of fun. And Bedrock Edition Redstone is a pain to figure out. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this session, though, guys. This has been an incredibly fun session. We did a lot of tree chopping, a lot of farming. Did a little bit of crop work, too. And, of course, we made a bunch of the crash pads for the mine. Still have one more to do at the diamond layer, and then I think we'll probably end up doing a mining session once that crash pad is in, because I want to get as many diamonds as I can. I'm kind of curious to see how many diamonds we could get in a single half hour in this area. But we'll see. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know what you enjoyed. Share the channel with your friends who think they might enjoy it too. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And when you do, don't forget to smack that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And of course, don't forget to check out the About page for links to other pages that'll have more content and other ways to help support the channel from yours truly. That all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I will see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!